Hey y'all, it's your girl Deja here. Long time no see. I know it's been like 5 months, but it's okay because today I'm coming to you guys with a freshman year experience video. Because as you guys know, I was a freshman in college. I'm now a sophomore. Whoop whoop. Ready to do the damn thing. But yes, so I'm coming to you with a freshman experience video because my freshman year was one for the books. Now, if that was a good thing or a bad thing, you could be the judge because, yeah, it had its ups and downs. And if you hear banging, it's because my brothers are upstairs playing and their room is right over mine. And they like to jump up and down like people don't be under them. But okay, so we're going to get started. I have this note card down here. So if you see me looking down, it's because I got a note card with like topics that I'm going to hit. Okay, so we're just going to get right into this. Let's go. Okay, so I started college. Okay, so I graduated in 2016. Okay, I had 2 weeks of summer break and then I had to go to college. I had to go to college for this scholarship program that I was doing. So I came and I had to come to college. I had to start school on my birthday, June 11th. My 18th birthday, I had to start school. One, I was not happy about that. I was like, I don't even get to celebrate my 18th birthday. Like, I've been looking forward to turning 18 for years, and I finally do, and I don't get to celebrate it, like, or have fun or anything. So, had to move into school for my summer scholarship program. Had to be there for 7 weeks, and I was not allowed to come home other than the 4th of July. I couldn't come home. Of course, if it was a family emergency, I was allowed to leave, but other than that, you couldn't leave. You couldn't go to parties that were thrown off campus. You weren't allowed to go to any parties. But the RAs that like were in charge of us, they would like do like this little club thing for us, like on the weekends, and they would like play music. It would be like a kickback type thing, and we would be allowed to do that. That was like the only party thing we could do. So yeah, 7 weeks. I had to take 2 classes and had to go to the classes every day, and yeah, so that was pretty much like I was like, I don't want to be here. And it got to the point where like I was so homesick, even though my school isn't that far from like it's like an hour 15 minutes away from where I'm from, where I live. Like I was so homesick, like I was like stressing myself out to the point where like I was breaking myself out. Like I would break out in hives and like there would just be bumps and I would be itching and I'm like, what is wrong with me? And my mom was like, you're stressing yourself out. You need to calm down. Like my family was really like, you need to calm down. Like if after this you decide you don't want to go there anymore and you want to stay here and you want to just go to school closer to home, then that's fine. Like we support you. But I was like, okay, I gotta push through. So I pushed through in 7 weeks. It actually wasn't that bad. I was just homesick and like I made a couple friends or whatever, but I was just like I didn't like it. Like I just didn't like the atmosphere, like the environment. Okay, so after the 7 weeks, went back home for 2 weeks before school actually started, and I had an open house and everything. And I was really enjoying like those 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks that I was having in summer. I was enjoying that, and I was ready, and I was like, okay, so this is gonna be good. Okay, so what day did I move in? I think I had to move in like August 13th. We're gonna say August 13th. August 13th. I moved in to like actual school, like my actual dorm for like the whole school year. So I moved in, I'm an overpacker, so I had hella stuff for no reason. Like I have a problem. So moved in, I was like, I don't want to do this. Of course, I cried when my mom left. Like, I cried over the summer when my mom left. Like, we both cried. And then we cried again the second time I got dropped off for school. And, she gave me a pep talk. You can do this. You got this. We're supporting you. We're rooting for you. And after this semester, if you decide you just want to go to school at home, then that's fine. We support you, And that's what I love about my family. They support me so much. Like, I'm the oldest. I have 2 younger brothers, and that's it. And like I'm supported so much from my family because I was the only child for a while, and like I am the first to go to college, so they are really supporting me, and like they really just support my dreams and my goals, and I love my family for that because without them, I don't know where I would be. I really love my mom because without her, I really don't know where I would be. Like she's my biggest support For real, she's my whole support system. Okay, so moved in. You know, my roommate was the same roommate for summer, and I already knew her. Like, we were friends in high school because we went to the same high school together. So, you know, that was good or whatever. I didn't have to adjust to like a stranger or anything. And okay, so welcome week. Welcome week is really lit. Like, let me tell you, welcome week is like one of the most lit weeks that you'll have in college. Like, welcome week, it's parties like every day, and like you're just having fun. Unless with college comes freedom, so you're gonna, if you've never had freedom before, you're gonna get all your taste of freedom in college, and do not let that get to your head. Do not let that get to your head. Me personally, I had a little bit of freedom like throughout life in high school, but like college is when I got to stay out all night. I didn't have to come back to my room if I didn't want to. I could go to parties. I didn't have to go to class, you know. But I didn't let that get to me. Like, I was still going to class. Yes, I missed classes here and there. Like, you be tired in college. Like, you be like, I just don't want to, like, you have to force yourself to get up. So sometimes, yeah, I missed classes. But I still did my work. I still, you know, attended classes when I could and stuff. I went to class most of the time. So yeah, welcome week parties, lit week. Like, the whole first month of school is pretty lit. There's like a whole bunch of parties and stuff. Then comes homecoming. You know, that's a lit little thing, little event to homecoming. Make sure you go to your homecoming games. Okay, so homecoming, we had like big parties and stuff. And then fall break came. I went home because I went home every chance I could. Like, I don't have a car. Well, I didn't have a car my freshman year. I have a car now. But I didn't have a car my freshman year. So, you know, I can only go home. Like, there's a bus that goes from, like, my school to the airport that's close to where I live. So, I would take the bus to the airport and stuff. Or, yeah, my mom picked me up from there when I wanted to come home. But I wasn't going home every weekend, though. I was going home maybe, like, a weekend or two out of every other month. Like, I was only going home for like just like reason, like if I wanted to just be home, I would go home. And then like I said, fall break, I went home. I did not want to stay at school, so I went home for that. And then, you know, okay, so midterms. First semester midterms was kind of like, it wasn't really, first semester wasn't really that much of a struggle. I only struggled in one class, to be honest, and I ended up passing that class with an A because teachers are the plug. But we'll talk about more other stuff like that in my advice video that's coming next after this. But yeah, I ended up, so like after Christmas break, things changed. So like from summer, I had this group of friends, and then I had that same group of friends first semester, and then after Christmas break, like my whole demeanor like changed. Because I'm the type of person that, like, when I hang out with a certain person for a long amount of time, things that they do start to get to me and start to irritate me, and like I just be like, I can't do this. And like, I know that's like what, but like that's why I feel like if you have a best friend and you guys are not used to like being around each other 24/7 and living with each other, that y'all should not room together for school, unless over the summer y'all do this thing where you go to her house for a week, y'all see how that goes, she come to your house for a week, so y'all together for 2 weeks, and y'all see how each other live and if y'all adjust each other. Because yeah, best friends, you're gonna know each other, you know what you don't like about each other, but when you're forced to live together for freaking 4 months, you just start to notice things that you maybe didn't notice because you guys only saw each other like a couple hours out of a day. So, like I said, things get to me, I get irritated. So, I was just like, I was really irritated. So, like, after Christmas break was the longest break ever. Like, you're at home, you don't want to go back to school. When it was time to come back to school from Christmas break, I was like, I don't want to be here. And, like, after Christmas break, my whole, like, I had no motivation. No motivation to go to class, no motivation to do my work. My motivation level was gone. And I was like, this is not good. Like, what the heck? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, I was ready for school to be over. I was ready for spring break, and I was ready for school to be over. Keep in mind that I had a job. I had a job first semester, and I worked that same job second semester. So I was just like, I'm working, trying to make this money, trying to go to class, trying to still have fun. I had no motivation. Like, I was picking parties over freaking schoolwork, and that wasn't good. So second semester was definitely a tough semester for me. And then my friends group changed. Like, I changed my friends group. I started hanging out with the people I worked with more, and that they became my friends, and they're still my friends. Like, they're real cool people. Like, both friends groups that I had were real cool people. I just ended up changing my friend group for whatever reason, because I was around them more. Like, I work with them every day, so I was around them more, and they was real cool, and they welcomed me in with open arms and everything, and I love them for that. And so, all of us, like, all of my friends from work, like, our motivation level after freaking Christmas break was, like, from up here to down here. Like, we was stressing, we was, like, just, like, it was low-key, like, kind of like depression, but, like, I wasn't depressed. Like, I didn't have any motivation to keep going. Like, I didn't have no reason to keep going. I was just like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I'm ready for summer. Can summer hurry up? And it's like, the months was going by real slow. Real slow. So I had to keep forcing myself to, study, do my work, go to class. I had to force myself. And so spring break came. That was the longest week ever. But I didn't do anything. I just came home and chilled with my family. That was pretty much all I did for spring break. Because my new friend group, they went to Florida, but by the time I became friends with them, it was too late for me to get, like, in on the trip. So I was like, it's cool. They wanted me to go, but I was like, it's cool. I'm going to just go home. Y'all have fun, though. So after spring break, school really go by slow. Like, it's like the middle. We only got like 2.5 months left. Why is this going by slow? So it was going by so slow. Then I had dropped a class because I was not gonna pass it, and it was just like, I can't do this. I gotta drop this class. I dropped the class, picked up the class. The class I picked up was real cool, real easy, and it was just, yeah. And then, finals came. Finals are stressful as hell. Finals, if you better study. Do not play about them finals. Study for your finals, and for real, get your finals. So finals came, I did pretty good, and then it was summer break, and now I'm here. And I haven't really done nothing much with my life, but I just want to say that freshman year was really it was real hectic. It's gonna be real hectic, but I mean, you gotta have your support system. You gotta, like, believe in yourself that you got this, because giving up is not an option I feel like giving up is not an option for anybody. You gotta keep pushing. You gotta do what you gotta do, and that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm just keeping going. I'm keeping pushing. Like, I go to a party school. Party is what they're known for, stuff like that. So I really, I party, but I'm not the type of person that, like, I don't party. Like, I just dance. I'm not a drinker and none of that. I don't. So it's like, I just need music to have fun. I don't need all that other stuff. And, I'm just keeping pushing, like, because my major is human development and family studies. I'm going into the pre-med field because I want to be a pediatrician, so I have no time for games. I have no time for bad grades, and I did maintain my GPA. So yeah, I'm happy. Well, I'm happy about myself. Like, I wasn't gonna come back to the school that I'm going to. I was gonna transfer, but I decided to stay and keep pushing and give it another year. And then if I still am not really feeling it, then I'm probably gonna transfer after my sophomore year. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, that was just my whole freshman experience. A freshman advice video is coming next, so be on the lookout for that. And if you didn't notice, I did cut my hair. Yeah, like, I just wanted something new, so I cut my hair. I like it, It's short. I like it. I had to let, natural puff, but I got it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.